Greetings, comic book fans, and welcome to the Dude Cave, my little fortress of solitude. I'm Jason. It is the 2nd of August 2017. At time of recording, it is the best day of the week, New Comic Book Day. So, of course, you are watching Comic Haul Weekly, where I share with you New Comic Book Days Comic Haul. I picked up 18 books today. So, without further ado, let's get into those books. First up, we picked one of the True Believers books that Marvel are bringing out. They're like reprints of old books. Usually they have a theme around it. This one this year would have been Jack Kirby's 100th birthday, which if you don't know who Jack Kirby is, you need to Google it. I cannot do justice into it. He's just an absolute legend. You think of how comics are today and all the characters that we got, both Marvel and DC, and so much is owed to Kirby for like the fantastic vision he had with creating characters. So he's an absolute legend. That word is used too much these days, but Kirby accurately fits the word. And if you're reading comics and you don't know who Jack Kirby is, you need to put your comics down and go and Google Jack Kirby and research who he is and read some of the stuff that he done, because he's an absolute legend and everybody who reads comics should know his name. But anyway, this I picked this up. It was a cheaper one, $1, but it has 90 pence. And it's a reprint of issue 4 of the Avengers, where Captain America joined the team. And this is as close as I'm going to get to owning a copy of this, because the money this goes for these days, I'm never going to be able to justify spending that kind of money on a comic. I'm like, oh yes, wife, I've seen this comic I want, and I'm like, how much is it? And yeah, that conversation ain't going to end well. So, anyways, so I picked this up. It's a nice little reprint. What I like about it, flicking through, you've got like there's all the ones that are out this week, kind of celebrating Jack Kirby, but also you've got like these versions of the covers that other people have done over the years. So I like that. And then you have like the rest of it is just like the reprint of the original comic. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting in it. I've never read that issue. I know all about it, but I've never actually read it, so I'm looking forward to reading that. Another book, this isn't off my usual pull list, it is Spider-Gwen. I've added it to my pull list. Issue 21, no, 22, sorry. I read issue 21 yesterday. I went back and got issue 22 today. This came out last week, I believe. Since I was a kid, I always loved alternate universes. I remember watching Star Trek, and they did an episode Mirror Mirror where Kirk goes to this universe where everybody's evil, and like Spock's got a beard, and it was fantastic. And then I remember as a kid reading the What If comics that Marvel brought out, and like had they taken like one event, and if it had gone differently, how would that have changed everything that followed? And I always used to love those books as well, because like some of the to see how things might have gone, it's something that always has fascinated me. So with Spider Gwen, this is set up in another universe where instead of Peter Parker, Gwen Stacy was bit by the spider and she became Spider Woman. So yeah, I love this. I really do. I've only read the 2 issues, but I love the whole parallel universe. Characters who we know, like Captain Stacy, is still alive. We've got Matt Murdock is a lawyer for the Kingpin, and he's a major villain. And so like, I'm really liking how the characters are kind of pushed different. The Punisher is a police officer. So yeah, I'm really liking the differences in the characters. Wolverine and what's her name? The current Wolverine, the original Wolverine Logan, and the current Wolverine X-23. Sorry, I had a moment there, um, but like they are Shield agents, and so it's just the differences are really nice, and I just really like it at this alternate universe where things are the same but different. So yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the issue I read of it. I found it like really easy to get into. Yet there were like slight things that I think if I go back and I get the back issues and I read them, that will click better. But overall, I enjoyed this. Yeah, so I've added that to my pull list. Then we have Lobster Johnston from Dark Horse Comics, which I'm really looking forward to getting into that. I like a bit of Lobster. We have a Batman issue number 28, which I'm a bit behind on. I'm still on the Bane arc, so yeah, you can see how far behind I am. But I'm looking forward to getting into that one. Like sometimes you get an idea that is so good, you're like, why hasn't somebody done that before? And having the Joker go up against the Riddler that's an idea that like is like, yeah, that's something that works. Why haven't these two kind of butted heads before? So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into that. We've got Deathstroke issue 22. I've been enjoying this. I'm not sure I'm totally into this new direction, because I don't understand the point of it, because Deathstroke hasn't changed. He's trying to say he's good, but he's just the same Deathstroke, and you can just see him eventually. Plus, with the betrayal that's building up, he's going to revert back. So I'm kind of at the moment, I'm a bit like, what's the point of this? Is the whole point of this story just to get to the point at the end with the betrayal and kind of him reverting back to form? I don't know, but yeah, I'm kind of I am considering dropping this as much as I've been enjoying it. We have Green Arrow issue 28, which has been team ups recently. From the cover, it looks like it might be teaming up with Lex Luthor and Superman, which would be cool. So I'm looking forward to that. We then have Green Lanterns issue 28, which I'm way behind on, but I'm looking forward to catching up on that. Justice League 26, which I've just jumped onto. I'm hoping, like with the regular writer back, that this is gonna get good. I've enjoyed what I've read of it so far, but it isn't blowing me away. But yeah, but the characters I really like, so I'm hoping that this is going to be good. We have Superman 28. I wasn't a fan of issue 27. I found it was a bit too preachy. I thought some of the points that they raised were valid points and good points, but all one after the other, it just kind of felt like you was in church and it was a sermon, and I don't like being preached at, you know. Put one or two in there in the story to kind of illustrate a point, but a whole issue of like, oh, this is how people behave and it's wrong, and this is who should be remembered, and this is what should be done, and it just, yeah, it got a bit much. It got a bit much by the end of that issue. I didn't enjoy it, so I'm hoping this one's going to be better and it's not going to be more of the same. We then have Extremity issue number 6. This will be one of the first time I read. I'm really loving this book. It is a very violent book, but it shows the true cost of violence on the people that do it. You know, and I really like that. That violence with a cost, an emotional cost to those that do it, not the people that it's been inflicted on, but the people that do it. They don't come out of it unscathed, you know, and how unsatisfying revenge can be as well. I think there's another interesting kind of thing to take from this. So yeah, I'm enjoying this and I'm super excited to get into that. We have 7 to Eternity, issue number 8, which I'm hoping we're going to see Adam this time, though I wouldn't be surprised if we don't. I think we've got the different artist on it again. I don't think Opinia's back yet. So I kind of have this feeling that we're not going to get Adam until Opinia comes back. So we're going to have this side story that's going to carry on until he comes back. But things look bad for our heroes last issue, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that gets resolved. We have Avengers issue number 10, which I am looking forward to. We've got the Hydra Avengers here. You know, you've got Taskmaster, you've got Superior Octopus, you've got Black Ant, you've got Deadpool, you've got Odinson, you've got Vision, and you've got Scarlet Witch. That's a pretty badass team. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. I have no idea what it's about, but from the cover, I'm guessing it's the Hydra Avengers, which I'd be down for a mission with the Hydra and Avengers. We then have the Champions issue number 11, which this looks like it's going to catch up with our 3 regular cast members, Viv Vision, Totally Awesome Hulk, and Miles Morales Spider-Man, meeting up with the other heroes that they're teamed up with in Secret Empire. So that could be good as well. We have Generations, the Strongest Generations, number 1. I haven't got a clue what this is about. So I'm very intrigued to see what it is. And yeah, I'm going to give this a read. Greg Pak writing the Hulk. I'm on board. Like, I know when Totally Awesome Hulk first come out, I was like, no, that I don't want that. Yeah, Greg Pak's writing it, and he's great writing the Hulk, but no, I don't want Amadeus Cho as the Hulk. But he's kind of won me over, and I think now anything Hulk related that Pak writes, I'm going to be picking up. We then have Spider-Man number 19, which I've recently catching up with these, and I'm really enjoying Miles Morales. He's a character I never read when he was in the Ultimate Universe, but since he came into the regular universe after Secret Wars, and I've seen him in Avengers, and then I saw him in Champions, and he's playing a big part in Civil War 2 and a big part in Secret Empire, I like the character, and so I've started picking up his book, and I've enjoyed this. And who would have thought, like, beginning of the year, I was like, just anything Bendis I didn't want to know. And here I am, here we are well into the year now, and I'm buying 3 Bendis books. This book, Defenders, and what's the other one? Spider-Man 2. And I'm enjoying all 3 books. They're really good. So who would have thought that I would be at a point in the year where for somebody that I just didn't want to read anymore, he's got 3 books that I'm really enjoying. And he's reminded me why at one time he was one of my favourite writers. So that's fantastic. We have Spider-Man Deadpool issue 20, which I've been enjoying this, but I am behind again on that one. We have Rogue One, a Star Wars story. This is the movie adaptation. This is issue 5. I think we've got 1 to go after this. Last issue was a lot better. The previous issues, it kind of felt like you was fast forwarding through the film, and it was just like the highlights. And we weren't getting no extra bits. Where last issue, I kind of felt when they put together last issue, they did a much better job. We got a few extra scenes, but also they kind of got the main chunks that you needed. And yeah, I enjoyed it. So I'm hoping for more of the same this issue, and that we ain't going to revert back. And finally, I have Star Wars Darth Vader, issue number 4. I'm enjoying this. It's a funny book. It's like it isn't blowing me away, and I don't think it's anywhere near as intriguing or as interesting as the previous Darth Vader series. But it has been a strange kind of fun, and I don't know. I read each issue. It doesn't blow me away, but I do kind of, for some reason, enjoy it, and I can't put my finger on what it is. I can kind of tell you all the things it isn't, but I can't tell you what it is. I'm just coming away, and it's just fun. So yeah. And last issue, really, I'm looking forward to seeing how Vader gets out of the fix easy. So those are my books for this week. The battle plan at the moment is I will be back hopefully on the weekend with a comic book overload video. All being well, that will be up. If you haven't seen that video, I've got episode 1 is up now, so check that out if you've got a spare half an hour. The first one went longer than I intended. It was my second take, but I felt the second take was better than the first because it got more. I was getting more into what I wanted the video to be. I still think it's a work in progress, but I definitely think I'm making progress with that. And hopefully, the one I do this weekend, episode 2, is going to be a lot shorter than that first one. So check that out. Check out episode 1 if you haven't, and you've got that spare half an hour. Or even just like there's a description below with the books that I talk about in that video. So if there's only a few books that you're interested in, just go and watch those bits of the video. I will be back next week, all being well, with another Comic Haul Weekly. I hope you all are well and you have a good week. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go now, and I'm going to get some rest before I go to work tonight. So, hopefully get time to read some comics as well. So all that leaves me to say is I've been Jason. It has been the 2nd of August at time of recording. You've been watching Comic Haul Weekly. Keep reading, and bye for now.